And we're on. Oh yeah, alrighty. Hi guys, and welcome back to another video of our Schooners and Scoreboards podcast. For those who don't know us, my name's Chris, and I've got Dave alongside me. Dave, mate, as usual. Thanks for coming in.
No worries, mate. All good.
Also, just a quick thank you to our sponsor, JP Property Maintenance, and also another thank you to our followers and subscribers out there on our platforms. Look, what a weekend of footy. Mother's Day today. Big happy Mother's Day to all the mothers to be out there. It's been a great day. Dave, how'd you celebrate your Mother's Day, mate?
Yeah, I just took my mum out and Michelle to the markets today. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I went and gave my mother her Mother's Day jumper and had mum written across it, and the year she become a mum, and Nan written across it, and then that had the year she become a grandmother.
Oh yeah,
had all the kids' names, all the grandkids' names on the sleeve and that. So
oh yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, she liked it, and then I went out and all the kids got Em a bit of like Zachy got a little basket for her from school, and then I went and bought her a little something, and then she got a jumper as well that says Mum across it, and etc. The kids' names on it. But no, it was good. And then I went out to the cemetery and put some flowers down for some people. So no, it was a good day. And now I'm turning into Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen, and we've got a pork in the oven. So hopefully it don't burn more rowdy, but it should be right. But no, look, I hope all the mothers, grandmothers out there had a wonderful day. Obviously, it's not just NRL, it's all over the world, all in Australia, should I say. But no, great day. But look, let's get straight into it. Footy obviously kicked off this Thursday. Dolphins down the Doggies 44-12. Dave, I'll get your thoughts before I dig in here. What is going to change? What's got to happen? Your thoughts on the game?
I haven't got much to say with my own team at the moment. They're not turning up to any game at the moment. So yeah, it's just starting to just happening every week now. So
yeah,
so there's nothing's changing. No, they're not really changing the side. So they need a few changes, but a lot of people have said that, but you haven't heard, not many changes at all. So
yeah. Well, I was talking to Steve earlier on today, and he was saying, because I didn't watch much of the presser and that in that game. I think we had a few too many, but obviously the coach Sir Aldo, he come out and he's obviously said that it's not, you don't blame the forwards. He's blaming his backline. Obviously they're not turning up. I think he'd be silly not to point fingers, but he didn't. Obviously can't just blame one person, but I think it comes down to like we've said it weeks in, weeks out, Galvin, he's just not performing like he should be as a footy player.
Yeah, well that's it,
and that game showed it, like, he's getting down inside the 20 and he's putting in stupid cover kicks that are going to no one. Like there was a couple of decent kicks from Sean O'Sullivan, which were pretty decent, but I mean, I just think without some sort of connection in your halves, which clearly there's not,
there's no direction around the field either.
No, exactly right, and it's not going to change if Galvin continues to play in the position he's in.
Yeah, well, that's it.
But looking at this game, obviously Dolphins, they started a bit slow. In my opinion, they didn't really do too much, but once that sin binning happened, they just kicked up another gear and off they went. And they were just foot in the throat. Ozako got 3 or 4 tries.
Yeah, got a hat trick.
And 6 conversions. So he alone scored more points than the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he doubled the Bulldog score. 24-12.
But where do we go in the terms of your Doggies, Dave? Where do we go from here? Like, so many losses in a row now.
I don't know, mate. It's a big difference from last year, but they need to do some changes. If there's going to be no changes, he's going to be doing the same each week.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I think he's a one loss now, and the next loss could be crucial. It could stick you into the bottom 4 of the ladder. So
yeah, well that's it. Yeah.
very crucial times. But
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the doggies over the years, and we've pinpointed this a few weeks ago now, where they come into when Serrato first come into the job. The boys, they all were there. They all wanted to play. Like, I know you've lost money, like to Cowboys and whatnot.
Yeah.
Kickout's out with injury. Burton's out with injury or whatnot.
Yeah.
Tracy, is it Tracy at the back line?
Connor Tracy, fullback. Yeah.
He doesn't. I don't know why he's at the fullback. To me, he does nothing there. He just.
Yeah, he's a good runner with the ball, but
he's got. I'd be putting him in the halves, honestly.
Yeah.
I'd be finding another fullback because.
Yeah.
Like there's no communication between the spine at all.
No, that's it. Yeah, they all look at each other.
Yeah,
I noticed when the other team scores, they just all look at each other and blame whoever. So,
yeah.
But they're all going to look at themselves. But
yeah, can you see your doggies actually making an improvement coming to this part of the season? Like you got Origin around the corner, like within a month. Can you see them changing something? Can you see a bit of a shock change next week when you need to go up against Panthers?
Sharks.
Sorry.
I can't see any. No, I hate to say, I don't reckon there's going to be any change myself. So the same side's going to come out.
Yeah.
Same side, Galvin in the halves, and
well, see, it also comes down to who they got to pick. Like I don't know the Bulldogs juniors or nothing like that. But
no, they
someone there.
They need to go. Yeah. Well, look at all the other teams. They just bleed the young ones, and then they just seem to shine.
Yeah. All right, look, we'll move on. Davo's still upset, unfortunately. I don't blame him. I would be if I was a doggy supporter. But look, moving on. Friday night, the Roosters down the Titans 28-12, and a bit of a controversial try here. Did you see this one, Davo?
Yeah, I watched this game.
Yeah, the controversial try with Robert Toa. The knock-on try.
Dropped it.
Definitely dropped it. I was about to say.
Yeah, definitely dropped it.
Yeah, she's right. I was making sure that was okay. But I was about to say, do you think that was a try? I don't know how the bunker got that wrong.
No.
This is what the frustrating part of it is about the bunker, and that is like you look at things like that where once that try happened, the Titans, they just fell apart.
Yeah,
it's like they had no interest in the game.
Yeah.
Once that try happened,
they started well. They did
100%. They started really well. Obviously, I didn't expect them to keep it that close.
No.
Yeah, once that try happened, they would. I, in my opinion, they would have just thought, well, the bunker's against us, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Excuse my French.
Yeah, the attitude sometimes. Yeah, like so they didn't want to try then after that.
But look, Tedesco, clinical yet again.
He played well. Yeah,
pushing for that Origin jersey, I think. Look, from what I've seen tonight, from Dylan Edwards, and from what I've seen in the last few weeks with Tedesco, I'm dead set.
Tedesco.
I reckon Tedesco gets the jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put age into a factor and whatnot, I'd go Edwards because he's a lot younger.
Yeah.
But I'm leaning towards Tedesco.
Yeah, the way he's playing well.
But obviously, it's going to come down to like combinations with your players, things like that. Like Laurie Daly's already said he's not picking 2 fullbacks.
Yeah.
But I just think Tedesco has just been that little bit of a better player this year.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Edwards is a great player, and I know for a fact I'm going to get grilled for this.
Mm-hmm.
But since last year, like the end of last year, Edwards hasn't really like he's been good, but he hasn't been great.
No, not his normal. He hasn't been playing his normal game.
No, that's for sure. But look, obviously with the Roosters, I know they lost a couple of players last week. Marky Mark. But still the Titans obviously a lot to take out of this game. 28-12. It's not a blowout like we thought it was going to be.
No, that's it. Yeah.
But all in all, good game to watch. Yeah. I just feel for the Titans. Like that try, once that try kicked in, that knock-on tribal, they just fell apart. I was like,
that's it. Yeah,
they just didn't want to be there. But look, moving on, the last Friday night game, and this one will forever be known as Mitchell Moses' spastic attack. The Eels down the Cowboys 33-30 in the very first Golden Point game to finish at that scoreline, 33-30. So a bit different, bit odd.
Yeah.
But look, it was a very entertaining game.
Yeah, best game of the season, I reckon.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Obviously, sorry, go on.
Oh, sorry. They did mention today on the radio, Moses bitching at the ref all the time.
Yeah.
So,
he's bad for it.
Yeah, I know he's bad for it, yeah, but still. Yeah, but no, this is the best game of the season for me.
Yeah.
So far, so.
But you look at them, obviously, Cowboys, a few errors in their game. A lot of errors in their game. I think they had 13 errors or something like that. Could have been more. I'm not too sure, but that's what hurt them.
And that was from the main name. The main names
it's from the bigger names like
Dearden and all that.
They all got balls.
So,
I mean, I know Dearden looks like he's out for an extended time at the moment. Obviously, he's picked up that injury, which is unfortunate. There was a lot of people calling for Junior Paulo's head there, saying it was a hip drop, this and that. It wasn't a hip drop. No way in the world was it a hip drop. It was just an unfortunate tackle.
He's like Drinkwater went first. He went first, he either.
No, exactly.
He was
right.
quiet.
He was. Yeah. And he's been a bit quiet. I mean, he's rocks and diamonds this year. And honestly, I thought this would be the one that the Cowboys were actually going to win. They got a lot of strike around the park, and it proved it in this game.
Yeah.
A couple of errors come out of Parramatta's own half, and the Cowboys, they just come in, they just turn up with their strike, and they started putting on points. And then even looking at the field, the field position, Parramatta, Mitch Moses kicked the ball 60 metres downfield, and the Cowboys still managed to put on that back plus some down into the other end of the field. But it's just errors drop balls, silly passes. I mean, there was a few from Parramatta as well. Mitch threw a couple of stupid passes. Obviously it happens when you're trying to carry your team, but it's passes that should have never gone to ground. I think there was 2 or 3 passes in the second half where he threw them and they went to the ground. You're throwing you're throwing balls for no reason. But look, Samrani, he obviously come back from injury. He made a statement game. He come out and played really well. That short ball try down the sideline there. Between him and Mitch, worked out really well. I didn't think it was going to even achieve anything, but look, in all to take out of this game, I think it's defensive errors from both teams. A lot of players falling off tackles. Parramatta needs to, if they're going to be sticking with Melbourne next week, they've got to come out and they've got to win the ruck, because they did not win the ruck at all that game. It was just errors from Cowboys which gave the Eels the upper hand. But Mitch snaps a field goal, and then the ref blows the whistle for a penalty when Mitch looked like he got shot. He's hit his leg and he looks like he just got shot, and his head goes back and he just hits the ground. There was a lot of people saying about that where it was and this is a rule in the NRL where if in that situation, if a player takes out your leg, and you're making a kick and a player takes out your leg, that is classed as dangerous contact. With not so much intent to harm, but the probable cause of hurting someone. And that's what the ref was trying to say to Mitch. And Mitch is there arguing with him because he didn't want the 2 points. And then the ref said to Mitch, "Well, mate, you've got to take the kick, I've awarded the penalty." Penalty goal right in front. And Mitch is like, "Oh, what about if he hits the post and they get it scored?" He goes, "It doesn't matter, mate. If it hits the post and misses and they catch it, it's game over." And Mitch is still arguing with him. I'm like, brother, just shut up and take the kick.
Well, that's it.
I get it to the point where he got the goal. It should have been it should have been penalty or put on report, dangerous contact, deal with it in the judiciary.
Golden point.
Yeah, but then you look at it
Just
where
ref,
if he doesn't kick, if you look where if they come into the end of the season and they're say one, they're that 2 points difference between 8th and 9th, in points differential.
Yeah.
That there could save him. That's what he needed. He should have looked at that.
Yeah.
Like, I get you're on the field. It's a lot of you get worried about that crap, but
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
you're more worried about getting 2 points. But
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah.
look, it's that type of grey area. Let's just hope now that that's happened. The NRL sticks with that as a rule, and they don't change it next week. So
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
we know how they are. But your thoughts on that one, Davo, before we click over to Saturday?
I enjoyed that game. It was end to end stuff.
Yeah.
And try for try. And as I said, there was a lot of errors.
Yeah.
A lot of errors, but yeah, Parramatta did capitalise after a lot of errors from the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But still they got the 2 points at the end of the day. So
yeah, 100%.
They were the better side. They were the better side in a way. But, Parramatta.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're playing well without some of the stars too. Like
for sure. Yeah.
So.
And talking about playing well without stars, we'll move on to Super Saturday, usually the best day of the week. 3 games kicked off. The Knights defeated the Dragons 44-10. The Bunnies defeat Sharkies 36-12, and Manly down the Broncos 32-4. So, a couple of wipeouts here. Looking at the Dragons, obviously, I feel for the fans. I really do. Like, we're looking at now, what is it, 9 losses in a row? 10 losses in a row.
Well, we know their season's done anyway.
Yeah, like, there was a TikTok I was watching last night. My partner showed me, and it was of this one fan. He goes to almost every single game.
Dragons.
Yeah, he wasn't. He said in the video he wasn't going to go to this one.
Yeah.
But he said he'll do it. Something might change.
Yeah.
And mate,
this went worse.
The way he went off, it was like I commented on. I'm like, mate, breathe. You're going red.
Yeah.
And he's throwing off all this other language, saying all these other things and that we can't say on this channel for that reason. But mate, it was unbelievable. But like I feel for the Dragons. Like you look at it where they haven't got a win yet this year. No. They probably got one win if they're lucky this year.
Yeah.
And the bye will, they probably couldn't even beat the bye, but
yeah, that's it.
I think it's a time. Honestly, it's a time for the club to bring in a bunch of young fellas.
Yeah.
Or just pick a bunch of players out of your top 30 and say, all right, you guys are playing this week.
Yeah.
And the next week, change it up. Like, I get it's going. You want to get a win. Like, you've gone this far. You need to get a win.
And a lot of the players are getting older too. Like
I mean, look, I don't know what else changes. And again, I know the Knights they look like they've got the best attack inside in the comp so far.
Yeah,
it's the way they've been playing. But like it's just like next week we're predicting the same thing. Dragons lose by 50.
Yeah.
Who do they got next week?
Penrith.
That's what I'm saying. See, you just predict it like, and that could be an NFL score.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah,
the way that's going to go, like But look, moving on, Bunnies against the Sharkies. Bunnies know Latrell, no problem.
That other young bloke, Latrell.
Yeah,
he kicked the way of kicking too.
Mate, he's a brilliant player.
Yeah, he played well.
The Bunnies need to find a spot for him in that squad full time, 100%.
Yeah.
Because he's just a dead set machine. Like looking at the Sharks, I just don't get it. They can come out and they can put it with they can look like a top 4 team against teams below them, but anybody else above them, they're just like, oh, stuff this, we're not playing today.
Yeah,
like, I don't get it. Johnson obviously gets 3 tries again.
Yeah.
This weekend.
He's on the 224 now. 225.
Yeah, he's up there. Yeah, he's climbing. But yeah, I just Bunnies, they look very, very dangerous. But obviously we'll see how they go next week.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, they're showing pretty how they're a strong side this year, like compared to last year. Look at last year, like
look how many injuries they had last year.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
they were like Parramatta. They had 13 players out.
Yeah,
in the majority of the year. I mean, Latrell, he comes back and looks as fit as he's ever been, and he's in great form. I know I know Bennett come out and said in the presser that Latrell played the second half last week with a bulging disc in his back and looked like he was almost in tears, and then that's why he's had this week off. But when you're carrying your team the way you are, I wouldn't expect. I'd expect you to have a bulging disc in your back.
Yeah, no,
he's just been playing some freakish footy.
But, yeah, it proves how they're going to be a force this year, South, I reckon.
Yeah, even John Gray, man, he come back and mate, I'll tell you, I love that kid. He's come back. He looks like he never left.
Look how short he is too. Like, doesn't matter what size you are, but
he's just.
But he's for a fullback too. He's played well.
Yeah, he's doing well. He reminds me a lot of. He reminds me a lot of Dufty when Dufty first played with the Dragons.
He could be a halfback too, I reckon.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's footwork and that 100%.
And that. Oh, we're not that game. We'll wait to get to the next game. I was thinking about another player.
All right, we're gonna move on. Manly, obviously, looking at the way they played as well this weekend. Just too sharp. Joey Walsh stood up massively.
That's a player.
He stood up massively, mate. I tell you what, I watched him.
They didn't even touch him.
No.
He didn't even touch him.
No, he just walked in.
Yeah.
But he's just a freak. Like,
he played well. Yeah.
He and
try assist, wasn't it too?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
And his kicking game is just great. Like, that's what I love about the way the game's going. It's got a lot of speed. A lot of these young fellas are coming in, and they're just playing what's in front of them.
Yeah.
It's great. But look, as for the Broncos, they just look very flat and very under the pump all game. Nothing was working at all for them. I expected a lot more from the Broncos, but Ezra Mann, mate, he had a shocker.
He had more errors than the Bulldogs have had in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a lot of errors.
Mate, that's shocking. He was.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to touch base on that one, though, before we hit the Sundays up?
I took Brisbane anyway, but I was expecting them to come back in the second half.
Yeah.
They're a team to come back in the second half in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But they had nothing last night, so Manly were just too good.
Yeah. Moving on, we hit Sunday with first win for the Melbourne Storm, 44-16. They break their losing streak. What were they going for? What, 8 or 9 losses in a row?
Yeah, they were too. Yeah,
and they beat the injury-plagued Tigers. Look, the way they played, they showed they can play their style of footy if they want to. Like Grant and Munster played the best footy I've seen them play this season.
Yeah,
we were very critical of Munster the last 2 weeks, saying he looked like he'd aged a million years. But when you're up against a team that's thriving, when their spine's there, like Dewey and Buller and players like that, obviously that are out. But they just, I don't know what's going on with the Tigers the last 2 weeks. 2-3 weeks, they've just gone.
Yeah, just gone downhill.
I think it's the Dewey.
Granella putting 50 on. Granella the week before put 50 on.
Yeah, and they almost got it put on them again this week. But as we just said, no spine, no chance. I do feel for the Tigers a little bit, but and I'd much rather Eels next week versus Melbourne after they've just had a win with a lot of confidence than versus them when they're desperate to get a win.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah.
And the media come out and said to Craig Bellamy, "What are your chances of basically calling it quits after this season?" He goes, "I'm not even worried. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm more worried about this week." How could you come out obviously we know he's not well.
Yeah.
But when you're going through what you're going through with the club, plus worried about your own personal health, why are we asking coaches these questions? Oh, do you think you're going to retire at the end of this season? It's nothing to do with the game. Asking questions about the game.
It's his decision at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Just like players when they call their end of their career.
Yeah, it's it's their own personal choice. What, he comes out and says, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to be here next year," and doesn't let the club know, and then it's like, "Oh well, you didn't say nothing nice."
Yeah, well that's it.
Let the bloke do what he's doing. He's it's just, I don't get their stupid questions. I mean, there was even one Well, similar question last week to one of the other coaches. I can't remember what it was now, but it was just a freaking stupid question. I don't know what they're writing on their paper and reading off, but a dumb question. But look, Melbourne going to versus Eels next week. I'd expect them to.
Well, they're going to be on there.
They're going to. It's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
You know, Grant and Munster obviously playing for an Origin jersey, same as Moses. I know here's one for you. Now, before we jump on the next game, as you know, I'm in a group chat with a lot of Eels supporters, and I said I put in there, what are the chances of Mitch getting picked for Origin? Because in my opinion, he doesn't deserve the spot at all. It should be Luai and Cleary. They've been they've played together before. They're both playing outstanding footy for their clubs. They're fit. They're fine. Mitch has got a bit of a niggle. Not playing his best footy. But does he step up in Origin arena? Who knows? But apparently, for what I've heard, he'll be getting picked to partner up with Cleary in the halves for Origin.
Yeah, well, I heard something like that on the radio today too. Yeah,
that's stupid.
Yeah, so there's a good chance.
What's going to happen? If he lines up, comes out and gets snapped in half, or gets shot again and then tries to blame the ref.
That's it. Yeah.
We'll move on.
Oh, excuse me.
You're right. Last game of the round before we jump into our tipping comp leaderboard. Won the last game of the round. Panthers down the Raiders 30 points to 18. I enjoyed this game. It was very sharp footy from both sides. Not too many errors were in the game until probably the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, they showed you showing you the TV, and 10 minutes to go was errors free one.
Yeah.
But by the end of the game, it was about in the last 10 minutes. That's when they hit double figures between the two of the teams.
Yeah. So, the errors crept in really fast.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got the window open. It must be hot in the house, or she's burnt me crackle. That we're right. But look, we'll see how both of them teams go next week. Touching base on our tipping comp before we close this one out. And don't forget, guys, you got any questions, got any opinions, get them in. We did touch base on the situation with the Golden Point penalty goal. Steve sent that in just to put that out there. That's why we touched base on that. But looking at a tipping comp, proudly sponsored by JP Property Maintenance. In first place, used his joker this week. TikTok Cleary, he's on 57 points. So he's had a bit of a jump. Craigo, mate, is on 53 points in second. And Davo on the Bulldogs, 53 points as well. So
50, is it 53?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are, yeah.
My phone says only 49.
No, mine, I've checked it. No, that's right, yeah, 53, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Just double check it. I'm pretty sure it is.
I just, my phone...
hang on, guys, Davo's got to check these, make sure we're right here.
48, and I took Penrith.
Go there, go competitions.
Which one?
That one, up, yep.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're still in third when it opens. Yeah, look, see, 53. Yeah, so your main board hasn't updated properly.
Oh, yeah.
So, there you go, guys. See, I was right. Davo's on 53 points and he's sitting here smiling.
I'm slow like my own team.
He's equal fourth with Moe Unknown. Second to fourth is equal. He's all equal.
Yeah.
On 53 points.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, anyway, guys, that's going to be us. I'm on 43 in last still. I am slowly catching up a little bit. I have not used my joker. But as it stands, TikTok Cleary has used his joker. Craig has used his joker. Moe has used his joker.
Me.
You've used your joker.
Yeah.
And everyone else, I don't think anybody else has.
Just Jason.
No, Jace hasn't even. No, I don't think he has. I'll be able to check anyway. I'll check that and we'll follow up with it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that is going to be us. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Get any opinions, anything you want in, and we can go from there. And I hope everyone has a great Mother's Day, as always. We'll see you on Tuesday for the team list, judiciary announcements, and injury list as well. Big one this Tuesday for Magic Round. Going to be an absolute cracker of a weekend. Don't forget, guys, the State of Origin game 2 for the women's is on Thursday night. Don't forget that. And we will see you in the next video. And as always, guys, remember, this is our year. Thanks for tuning in.